I really like what they've done with the fence line.
League action for you this afternoon. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And pitching in this game, it's Sonny Gray.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Yeah, that's fouled off. There's a swing and a drive. And in one hops the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Pulls that one foul.
You know, Boog, this is a player with some serious speed. In 2023, he became the first player in 20 years to record 2 infield hits and an inside-the-park home run in the same game.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Just off the inside edge. India at second with nobody out.
That's ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Batting third,
first and second, no outs. And next up for the Royals, Vinny Pasquantino. Swing and a chopper. Arenado tosses to first. 1 out in the top of the first. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, you know, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
Second and third here, 1 away. Just missed. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
2 on, 1 out. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. It's 2-2. Headed towards the corner. Walker hustling after it. Dives. What a play. Runners tagging from second and third. Run scores easily, and the Royals strike first. It's 1-0.
Yeah, just a great effort out there to track that one down and bring it in on the dive. Awesome effort to get at least 1 out. Yeah, a run comes across to score as he tagged from third, but it could have easily been a lot worse if that ball drops.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Michael Massey. Not even close there. And it's 1-0. 2 outs. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you get a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And the right-hander's 3-1. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and that is that. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Royals 1 and the Cardinals coming up. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill, Seth Lugo. What do we have on him?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Now it's the shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Mason Wynn.
First pitch just misses. Looked like it was a little bit up. This one in the air, right field. Renfroe on his horse. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And there's one down. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. Finding themselves down a run early, they like to punch back here with a run of their own.
Absolutely, Boog, but I don't expect them to change their approach because of that run. They still want to put together strong at-bats. Be patient out there and get a feel for this starting pitcher.
Here's the Cardinal DH, Alec Burleson. In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper. One out, base is empty. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting third, first
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate.
Contreras.
Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Two out, space is empty. Outside low, and 1-1.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Two down, nobody on. And now the count is even.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They trail here 1-0. Back here at Busch Stadium. And now the right fielder, Hunter Renfroe.
Hunter Renfroe.
Gray, a former All-Star. More than 100 career wins on the mound. A former first-round pick back in 2011. And that one fouled off. Hard hit, right side. He takes it on his own and quickly one away in the second.
Batting seventh, left fielder, MJ Melendez.
MJ Melendez steps in for the Royals. And that drops in for a strike. That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
One out, runner at second. So up now for Kansas City, Michael Garcia. Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Melendez scores, and they take a 2-run lead, and he's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that.
Right.
Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
One out, runner at second. Next to hit, Kyle Isbell. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
And that just misses.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Outside, ball 2. Garcia over at second, one down. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Jonathan India at the plate. Led off the game with a double in his first at-bat, later scored. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
Two outs and one in scoring position.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Royals 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now it's Nolan Arenado. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman, at El Toro High School in California. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And the batter now, Brendan Donovan. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Perez hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 down, bases empty. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes. Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
That one misses, and now it's even 1-1.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one missing low.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. On to the 3rd inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Bobby Witt Jr. Gray back to work.
Witt Jr. is one of only 2 players in AL/NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first 2 seasons, Boog. The other player, Julio Rodriguez.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino.
Vinny Pasquantino getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the corner. 0-1. And downstairs.
1-1.
And there's a ball. And that one is lifted in the air. And it stays fair. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, catcher.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. First and second here, no outs. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's back there. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Massey in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
Strike one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Late on that fastball.
Good pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Nothing happening on the bases, though.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Hunter Renfroe at the plate. That's in there, and that is strike one. That catches the corner.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
0-2 now. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next pitch is downstairs.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off
Set for the bottom of the third.
Right
Now
fielder,
up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker.
Walker.
And there's a foul ball. Just missed. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Ivan Herrera.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. And first offering is fouled off. And that's in for a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Isbell makes the grab for the second out.
Batting ninth, center fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. And now Victor Scott.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
And
That's a
ball
ball.
1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Man, he was really
One ball,
tardy
one
on
strike.
that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's
Ball
way
matchup
high.
game.
And it's 2-2. He goes down looking. And down in order go the Cardinals. And they're down 2-0. Back here in St.
Leading off
Louis
for the
on to the
Royals,
fourth.
left
And to the
fielder,
plate for
MJ
Kansas City,
Melendez.
MJ Melendez. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Royals showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Brings it in. And there's one away.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
And now it's going to be Michael Garcia. Doubled his first time up. Outside corner, there's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that one.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Now batting, center fielder.
And now it's Kyle Isbell. Went down on strikes his first time through. Ball one there. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is fouled back. That's a little bit low. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2-2 the count.
Two outs. Swing and a miss. Sonny Gray with the strikeout. KC down in order. They're up 2-0. Bottom 4, and here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Mason Wynn.
Mason Wynn.
And that is out of play. Now one missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's downstairs and outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That misses, and now it's filled up 3-2.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Check swing and a 3-2. Appeal down to first, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. And next is the designated hitter, Alec Burleson. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Ball 1, no strikes. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is in for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Struck out swinging his first time. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Fought off foul. Burleson leads off first with one away. Outside with a breaking ball. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Struck out looking in his first at bat. Little chopper rolls foul.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
One out. Runners at first and second.
Ball, that's outside.
That's in there, and it's 1-2.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
One, two now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Here's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. He's 0 for 1. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. That one missing inside.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And right back to the mound. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Royals 2 and the Cardinals nothing. And we're back. Now it's the DH, Jonathan India.
Jonathan India.
And there's a strike. India measures 6 feet even, 28 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he locked him up with the cutter on the outside right there, and I got to think he was looking middle in because he just couldn't pull the trigger. And, you know, with 2 strikes, fastball coming in, you've got to be ready to swing it. That time it cut to the outside part of the plate, and he just couldn't pull the trigger.
So up next, Bobby Witt Jr.
A walk, and he's also singled.
Foul ball.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
That one fouled off. Making 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
And now the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. Just missed.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And another ball. That one close, ruled a ball. And now 3-0. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Fastball for a strike. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So runner at second, 2 down. Salvador Perez digs in now. Swinging a foul straight back. Runner at second, 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Zach Thompson, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Leahy, the right-hander, loosening up as well. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Squeezes it, and that is that. So one left for Kansas City, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Back here in St. Louis, bottom of the inning. Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Tap foul at the plate.
You know, these Cards doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
Just missed.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Back there. To the warning track, makes the catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
So digging in, Jordan Walker.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Pasquantino makes the catch, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Ivan.
Here's the catcher, Ivan Herrera. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And the first pitch
Outside.
misses for ball one. The Royals leading by 2, last half of inning number 5. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt, 2-1. And that one upstairs. And he walked him.
No, that's a ball. Take your base.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a
Up
very
next
aggressive
for the
secondary
Cardinals.
lead. So a ball down the
Center
line
fielder,
or into the
Victor
gap
Scott
will
the
produce
second.
a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Scott takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Herrera leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Good eye in that spot. The 2-2 now. And this is inside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. 0 for 2 in this one. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that will end the inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Royals 2 and the Cardinals nothing. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher,
Now
Zach
pitching
Thompson.
for the
Pretty tight
Cardinals.
game, so they're looking for quality pitches
Number
out of him right
57.
here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Thompson.
Michael Massey
Leading off for the
steps in for the
Royals.
Royals.
Second baseman, Michael Massey.
Royals putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work, ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue finding out at-bats. It definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
1-2 here.
That's ball 2.
Fastball is outside. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Newt Barr moves under it.
Now batting, right fielder, Hunter Renfroe.
Now it's Hunter Renfroe. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. That one is absolutely belted. And that gets down into the gap. Around first, heading for two. And that's a two-bagger.
Everything came together perfectly for
Now
him right
batting,
there.
left
Nice job
fielder,
of driving that
MJ
pitch the
Melendez.
other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
One out, runner at second. MJ Melendez steps in for the Royals.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
In there at the knees for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Man at second. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
No, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off the shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
Michael Garcia, the next to hit. And the pitch a little bit low, ball
Count
one.
1-0.
Next pitch is outside.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
Nasty pitch right there. And the count 2-1.
Really nice spot there on that 2-0 to get back in the count. I mean, hitters looking to turn on something, but tough pitch like that, he's just going to take it.
Runner at second, two down. And we're in the top half of the sixth. Almost got him.
Count.
Man on second, two down. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And ball four, two aboard.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has
Now
life.
batting, center fielder Kyle Isbell.
And next up for the Royals, Kyle Isbell, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Ball one, no strikes.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
And now 2-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
In for a strike. Now 2-1. In the air, left field, down the line. It's going to fall for a hit. One run across. Garcia around third. The throw's offline. He's saved. And they lead by 4.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Jonathan India steps in for the Royals. 1 for 3. That one in there across the letters. Isbell stands at second with 2 gone. In the dirt.
No ball, 2
Tag,
strikes.
save. He's into third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Runner at third, 2 away. Lifted in the air, right center field. Scott on the move and makes the grab. And that is that. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now a 4-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Busch Stadium. Well, we go bottom 6. So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Alec Burleson. Lugo back to work. And takes low for ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Good job to fight that one off. Just missing there. Now 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's a 2-2. Out to short. On to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
First baseman, Wilson Contreras.
Here comes Wilson Contreras. 1 for 2. Nice grab. Throws from the seat of his pants, and very nicely done for the out.
Man, oh man, that ball was absolutely smoked. Triple-digit exit velocity. He dives, and I'm just shocked that the ball stayed in his mitt. Looked like he was going to put a hole in his glove.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Line drive, and it stays fair.
Dominant
Now
performance for him today,
batting.
Boog. Just 2
Second
hits allowed
baseman,
so far. No
Brendan
runs across either. And he's had an answer for
Donovan.
just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Man at first, Brendan Donovan will hit next. In there for strike one.
0-1's the count.
Two outs. That's
Outside,
outside.
that's a ball.
And that's ball one. Ground ball up the middle. Third out. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Royals 4 and the Cardinals nothing.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for
back.
The
We're in the
Cardinals.
7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Kyle
Number
Leahy.
62. Kyle Leahy.
So up now for
Leading
Kansas
off for
City,
Kansas
Bobby
City,
Witt Jr.
Shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr.
First
No,
pitch misses.
inside.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Nootbaar moves under it. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number one.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino.
Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 2 away. Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
In the air, right side. Walker drops into the glove, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the
Leading off for
ballpark.
the
Set for the
Cardinals,
last half of the
left
7th.
fielder,
Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
Nootbaar.
He swings and fouls one off. Pitch
Off the plate,
misses,
ball one.
and it's 1-1. And there's a ball. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Melendez. One up, one down.
Up next for the Cardinals, right fielder.
And the Royals
Jordan
manager making his way towards the mound now
Walker.
as he will make the move. Seth Lugo won't go any further. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back.
Now pitching for
A
Kansas
new arm
City.
into the game, the righty,
Number
Chris
35.
Stratton.
And he's got a nice
Chris
lead to work
Stratton.
with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Just missed. And now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
And they'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Witt over to first. Now 2 away.
Good slider inside right there. Batter
Now
fighting to get there,
batting.
just rolled over it, got the
Catcher,
ground ball.
Ivan
2 down, base is
Herrera.
empty. And now here is Ivan Herrera. Inside,
That's
just missed. Bullpen action for the Royals. Angel Serpa, the southpaw, is throwing and getting that sinker dialed in. Schreiber also throwing. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball left field. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back here in St.
Leading
Louis,
off for
ready to
Kansas
begin
City,
the 8th.
second
Now it's the
baseman,
second baseman, Michael Massey. Off the mark there, 1-0. And a strike on the outside edge. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Up the middle, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, right fielder.
Now it's Hunter Renfroe. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that one clips the corner. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Braves,
MJ Melendez
MJ
now at the plate.
Melendez.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
There's a strike. Massey over at first with 1 away. That one almost got him.
Strike. That ball got him. First base.
Now batting, third baseman
Michael Garcia
Michael
getting
Garcia.
ready to hit. That
Ball
is
one, no
upstairs for
strike.
ball 1. Two on, 1 out. Lifted in the air, right field. Walker makes the catch. The throw in.
Now batting, center fielder Kyle Isbell.
So first and second with 2 outs. Kyle Isbell, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off.
One and one.
This one in the dirt. That one pushed foul. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And Arenado makes the catch. Royals strand a pair, but they lead it 4-0. And we're back
Leading
at the
off for
plate.
the
Victor
Cardinals,
Scott.
center fielder
Singy, you got to
Victor
appreciate a guy who's this
Scott
good
the
defensively.
second.
I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Bunting for a hit. And a foul ball.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't. There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Inside, almost got him. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, shortstop Mason.
Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 3 in this one. Stratton, in his 8th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. One down, base is empty. Just missed. This one popped up. Massey. And it's caught for the out.
Up next for the Cardinals, designated hitter.
2 outs, base is empty. Alec Burleson will hit next. First offering, and it just misses. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning going.
All over that one right there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there was just no one there to knock it down.
Here's Contreras now. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Burleson, the runner at first with 2 gone. Outside low. It's 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Hard hit left side. They get the force. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. So 1 left for the Cardinals. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. JoJo Romero. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Jonathan India steps in for the Royals. 1 for 4 with a double.
India.
That's in there. Strike 1. And that one sliced foul. Hit in the air, center field. Scott corrals it, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop.
And now the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. He's turned into one of the best shortstops in the game. First pitch, and he just misses. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Riley O'Brien appears to be getting loose. King getting loose as well. One down, base is empty. Ground ball right side. Donovan whips it to first, and Witt is out.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that drops in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. And a foul ball. Two outs. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the offense that time. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4-5-6 coming up. It's the Royals 4 and the Cardinals nothing.
Now pitching for Kansas
Back now
City.
as they hand the ball to a fresh
Number
arm to start the
61.
bottom of the ninth. Angel Serpa. Here's Nolan
Leading
Arenado.
off for the Cardinals, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
And it's fouled away. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Next pitch is outside. Got him swinging.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Donovan stands in now and watches strike one. Serpa, he's someone that fills up the strike zone, so he doesn't give up a lot of walks, but because he's in the zone so much, a decent amount of hits occur. Hit on the ground to the right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Fielder,
One out left for the Cardinals. Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3.
And he's got to get ahead early in the count and then be able to mix up his speeds, add and subtract some velocity, but command is the big key. Throwing the ball where he wants to.
The Royals leading by 4 here in the last half of inning number 9. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, right fielder, Jordan
Walker next up for the Cardinals. Swings through that one. 0-1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Hit to right, and that should do it. And that'll do it. The Royals use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
Well, you win this one 4-0, and it feels like you could have exploded for more offensively, but you also realize that at times it was hard to score. So you get out of here feeling good about this win. Ultimately, there was great pitching and defense to keep that other team off the board. You always feel good about a win like this.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi.